Is Rose gonna be on too?
No. Back. And hold on, I'm asking her if she wants us to log out and log back in. Maybe that will
Okay.
help.
I don't think I need that. Hopefully it works.
I think maybe we should like log out and log back in to see if that helps.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, let's try that.
Okay.
All right.
No, still not yet.
It says she's live, but I don't know if she's
Yeah.
talking from her end or not.
We're like, oh Lord. Mm, well, let me put my phone on do not disturb because
Yeah, these girls are going crazy right
yeah,
now.
they're like, girl, cannot.
They're killing it.
I know, they're like on there. Sorry if I'm off to the side. I'm on my computer finishing this last little meal guide for Diana.
It's all right.
Girl,
I
I
think she's
be.
trying to log back in.
We're like, we'll see. She'll pop on here sometime.
Wasn't even finish able to finish. I wasn't. Oh my God, I can't speak. I wasn't even able to finish my routine.
I know. Did you go to the gym already?
Yeah, I'm like outside the parking lot.
Girl, I haven't even gone yet. I'm probably gonna go after we get off the live. I have a halt. Do you have a halter top on too?
Yeah, I got yes, and same color
I'm
too.
cold though. In my apartment, it's freezing, so I have my little cardigan on. I'm like, we won't take it off until we leave the
I
house.
was in the middle of Bulgarians, and then I'm like, holy crap, it's 11.
It goes quick.
So I'm like, oh damn, I just got 3 exercise in.
Dang, are you gonna finish when you get off?
No, I have to do laundry,
Ah,
and then I have to
dang.
pick up the kids and everything, and I'm like, crap.
What time do your kids get off?
They get out at 2:30.
Oh, dang, mine go
Well,
all day
my
till 4.
no, my daughter gets out at 2:20 because she's in like special ed classes.
Oh, okay,
My
okay,
baby
okay.
brother gets out at 2:40, so I have like a very
Oh,
short period of time.
dang, that sucks. Both of my kids well, my daughter's been in school. She would get off at 4, and my son just got into school. So now I'm like, thank God their dad takes them I take them to school and he picks them up, so I get to have like my full workout finally. I'm like, no more daycare, no more 2-hour limit. I'm like, oh, thank God.
Hold on, I'm gonna. She wants me to log in into StreamYard.
Okay,
Okay, I'm gonna log out and log in.
okay.
Ladies, hello. Can you guys hear me? I had to do it from my phone. All right. Okay, here we go. Stage. All right. Can you guys hear me? Are we go? Are we good? Stations have errors. Okay. What about now? Are we good? Hello. I don't see you, Emily. What's going on? Jenny, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Do you see me?
Okay, now I see you. Guys, I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I swear it wasn't me.
She's
I
like
promise.
technical difficulties.
Technical difficulties, not even on my end. I don't know why it wasn't working on my computer. But we're here. Let's get into it. Ladies, thank you so much. If you if you just saw us spinning around, I'm so sorry. Hello,
I don't know if they
hello.
heard our whole conversation me and Emily just having.
We're all talking about our halter tops. We're like, you got one on too.
I don't know if they heard. I don't know if you guys could have heard anything. All right, so we're gonna jump right into it because we literally just stole 10 minutes of you guys' time, and I apologize. I'm so sorry. So, guys, we have a really good topic today, and today we're gonna talk about um a couple of things, to be honest, right? Mainly, if you're aligned with what you're doing, aligning your actions with your goals. And I have Coach Emily here, and I also have Jenny here because we all have different lifestyles, guys, and we all have different phases in our journeys where we have to. Our actions need to align with the goal that we have ahead of us. And I'm not talking about just like the overall goal, right? Because a lot of the times we get freaked out and we're like, oh my God, I need to lose 20 pounds, 50 pounds, 100 pounds, whatever. And so, yes, that's the overall goal. But at the same time, we also have to realize that there's smaller goals that we need to hit before that, right? And sometimes we need to adjust things as we go. Guys, this game, it's about constant adjusting to whatever it is that life is throwing at you at the moment. Sometimes it could be the summer, not sometimes, it's like examples like the summer, your kids going back to school, maybe you getting like, I don't know, a new job, you moved, I don't know, life, things that happen. Maybe you need to change cars, maybe your location, whatever the case may be. Life is literally a constant change the whole time. And so we need to learn how to adjust to it and make sure that our actions are aligning with whatever it is that we need to do at the moment to hit that next step. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys as an example, and I'm going to let Jenny and Emily obviously chime in and give their perspective and their side as busy moms, because that's something that I cannot personally relate, but I know that that's something that a lot of you guys can relate to, right, as well. So I'm gonna tell you guys something when it comes down to me learning how to align my actions to the overall goal. So as you guys know, and some of you guys started here with me on the 8 week shred, right? The 8 week shred that I started in May. All right. That was fun. That was like, I went all in and so on. But guess what, guys? Over time, like over the summer, I never stopped really shredding. I was doing the damn thing, but there were also vacations, there were events, there were family parties. There was, there was a lot more events and things to go to. Now, if this was me right now, here's where I want you guys to like grab the perspective of everything, right? It all really depends on what your goal is and the action to it, right? Because let's say I was going through this same exact shred last year, but last year I was in a completely different place and it was a completely different goal. It was similar, but like different at the same time. And here's what I mean. Last year I was preparing for my show. And so last year, There was no flexibility. There was no, oh yeah, I'm going to have a couple of drinks and that's it. Oh, I'm going to, I'm just gonna do 10K steps, or oh yeah, like I'm a little bit more flexible with my meals. Like, no, things were a lot stricter, right? Now this year, but that was the actions that I needed to take to align with the goal. Because the goal back then was like get as lean as possible to get stage ready for my first show ever, right? So the actions aligned with that. All right. So hear very closely, right? My actions of being all extra, guys, because I was extra. It was nothing that I would want you guys to follow. I was super, poor Jenny's kind of going through it. But, something like I was really pushing to a level that I never pushed before. And guess what? I wasn't really a happy human most of the time, especially like the last 12 weeks. I wasn't a happy human. I had to cancel my trip to Mexico. Guess what? That's an action that aligned with my goals. Okay. Me missing out birthday parties, that was an action that aligned with my goals, right? Me not being able, but saying no to, like, when I took my mom out for her birthday and she was eating freaking waffles and pancakes in front of me, and I was with my little meal and a black coffee and an iced tea. That was the action that I needed to take for that overall goal. And so, as unhappy as I was, because it wasn't fun, right? In a sense, me being aligned with what the overall goal is didn't make things as miserable. It was hard. I'm not gonna say that it was, I was chirpy and it wasn't hard, but it didn't feel as hard to say no. Like I said no, and it was hard, but at the same time, it didn't feel as hard because I knew that that's what I wanted to achieve. All right. Now, this year, I am in a shred, but bitch, it's flexible. Like, same thing we're all doing here. Everything that I'm doing, and by the way, congrats to me. I lost officially 20 pounds since May.
Yay.
Yay! Congrats to coach today. Yay!
Yay.
Right? So now it's more flexible, right? I bet you guys see me. Guys, I just came back from Honduras. I just came back from Houston. I've been going out to concert. I went to see Romeo. I've been going out with my friends, my client that came from Miami. I saw my clients in Honduras. We had some drinks, we had some food. It's been flexible. But guess why? Because my goal, yes, is to shred, but it's not to get bikini ready. And so you have to make sure that your actions of whatever it is that you want overall, and or even like your short-term goal, or like your next phase, or your next, little chunk of a goal, it's aligning. Because if you all are not aligning, you're always gonna find, like you're always going to feel restricted, and you're always going to find a way not to do it. You're always going to kind of like self-sabotage a little bit, right? It's like you say you want to lose weight, but are you sure that's what you want? Right? Like, okay, you want to, but maybe the strategy of what you have in your mind, it doesn't really align with what you need to do. So maybe an example of that is like, okay, you want to lose 20 pounds and you're trying to be perfect. You're trying to work out 5 6 times per week. You're trying not to cheat. You're trying to overthink every single gram. You're like overdoing it. And so you're feeling miserable. And guess what? It's gonna come a time where you're no longer gonna want to do that, because it doesn't feel good in your soul. It doesn't feel good, and it doesn't align with what you want, right? What feels good. Now, don't get me wrong, there is a difference between shit that you gotta get done regardless you like it or not, like drinking water, basic shit, right? Versus what can I do to basically still do what I have to do, but in a way that makes sense to me. So maybe, girl, maybe working out 5 times per week doesn't make sense for you. You're burnt out. You're not really doing it. You're not, even executing correctly. You know what I mean? Maybe it's better for you to do 4 times per week and do it consistently, and use the other rest day to focus on your nutrition. So you have to understand and learn how to make sure that your actions are aligning with the goal that you want. Other than that, you're always going to feel like you're self-sabotaging, and that you're always going to be switching things around, right? Don't, and again, it's not all black and white, right? Because there are going to be times where we have to switch things around in your program. There are certain times where, like, hey, listen, you really want to get those last 10 stubborn pounds, because let's be honest, the last 10 pounds are the most stubborn shit ever,
I'm
right?
right there right now.
Exactly. The last 10 pounds are the most stubborn, right? Do you really want to do that? Then you have to push to a level that it gets you out of your comfort zone. But if you really want to achieve that, then you need to do X, Y, and Z. If you're okay with maybe taking it a little bit lower, like slower, right? Maybe you're like, okay, I want to lose, 20 pounds, but I'm okay with taking 12 months to get there. Okay, cool. That's fine. And guess what? I have plenty a lot of ladies just like that. I have ladies that in my one-on-one VIP program who literally don't give a shit about the number on the scale. They don't care about personalized meal plan. They literally just like to be consistent. And so what we work on is on a plan that's consistent to them. Like working out 3 times per week. When they're on vacation, we adjust the workouts to vacation workouts. They don't really even track food. They're just like, okay, just I want to maintain. That aligns with them versus when we were trying like macros. You know what I mean? Or like, you got a meal prep. That doesn't align with her. She didn't want that. She didn't want that. She didn't care about specific body composition goals. She's like, I just want to be consistent. Like, we got her there. I think she lost like 35 pounds. And she's like, I'm good. Now it's just maintaining. And now it's just like, I don't want to do that. And I'm like, okay, if that doesn't align with you anymore, then you have to change it. But you also have to find and understand and be really truthful with yourself. Are you being lazy, or are you really just trying to, or this doesn't vibe with you anymore? Like maybe losing 20 pounds, yes, it's important to you, but the way you're getting there is no longer aligning with you. And so what do we need to do? I'm not saying quit. Please, that's not the message. I'm not saying quit, but what can we do at the moment, or maybe like take little short breaks, like, you know what, for the next 6 weeks I'm just going to work out 3 times per week, and I'm going to just meal prep a little bit and then go from there. I don't really need to track every single gram, and I'm just going to give myself a break, but I'm going to get back on it after that 4 6 week period, right? Sometimes those changes are needed, and I'm telling you this from personal experience, because the more you try to, like, you're just going to be resistant to it. And when you are resistant in your own journey, you're literally just creating this unhealthy relationship with the lifestyle, and you're going to crash, and you're not going to want to do things. And when you don't want to do things, there's nobody in the world that can make you do anything that you don't want to do. All right? So that's my little bit of spiel, and I hope that, guys, does that make sense? Drop it in the chat. What I'm saying, are you picking up what I'm dropping? You guys understand the difference, right? Like, let me know in the chat. Kiki said, I feel seen. Omara said, yes, yes. Okay, so I'm glad that you guys are seeing it, right? Like, there's not only one route to the end destination. There's different ways, and it's all about adjusting, and it's all about doing what aligns with you at the moment. But then you also have to be okay with, like, maybe if I do these changes, though, my goals are going to take a little bit longer, but you have to be okay with that. You have to align with that, right? Guys, I could have gotten shredded 6 8 weeks ago, even more shredded, but bitch, I wanted to go to Honduras. I want to go to Houston. I wanted to go to a concert. I wanted to have some drinks. I missed all of that for an entire year last year. But last year, that's what aligned with what I wanted. This year, that's not what I want. And so my actions are a little bit different, because I didn't want to do that. I don't have to. You know what I mean? Guys, let me know if that makes sense. Amara said yes. April said yes. Kathy said yes. Love it. Emily, do you want to share a little bit more about your experience with things? Because I know, obviously, as a mom, like, that's constant change every other week.
Yeah, definitely. Especially right now, it's perfect example because so my first time around with my cut, I was a stay-at-home mom like fully. I had both of my kids. They weren't in school. They were home with me all the time. So I was able to shred, but not at the pace that I would have liked to because again like you said we're moms so we're busy all the freaking time. So it's not like it is now, which is completely different for me. Both of my kids are in school all day till like 4 o'clock. Now I'm able to get on the treadmill. Now I'm able to burn the calories that I want. Now I'm able to go to the gym and spend like hours there as much as I would like to. So it was much different for me like the first time around. It took way longer, and like you just said, you have to kind of be mentally okay with well, then I didn't know it. Then I was kind of self sabotaging, like you said. I was just like, dang, it's taking longer. I'm not able to do what I really want to right now. And I was doing the self sabotaging because I felt bad about it. But now, like you said, it's different. And now I'm in a place where it's like, okay, it's different now. Now I see what I didn't see then, which is now I'm able to take more time. Now I'm able to this time. My shred is going completely different right now. It's moving. I feel like it's moving way faster, and that has a lot to do with, like I said, my kids are in school. Now I'm able to sit there and spend X amount of time on the cardio. Now I'm able to go to the gym and, you know, get an hour or two workout in and spend take my time and, you
Yeah.
know, be a bit more intentional with my meals and be like on point with it because I'm able to plan more. So it's way more different this time around for me. And that's just a little bit about how it went for me, like with my first cut versus like right now and how it's going for me. I'm going through a whole different kind of wave now. It's a whole different kind of change for me.
Right, and you have to do what kind of like feels good for you too, right? Because I remember when we met and you started, you were like obsessed with following meal plans,
Yes, to the
right?
I
To
have
a
to
T. And it
like
wasn't something that aligned with you anymore. Like you did it and it got you some results, but from what I remember, again, it was just something that you were freaking miserable and you weren't
yeah,
really enjoying anything. So like, guys, I'm telling you, when you can follow a strategy, you guys can follow a meal plan, you guys can follow X, Y, and Z. But if it doesn't feel right and you're like, I'm not saying it's supposed to be like, oh my god, this chirpy feeling 24/7. Like, of course we all have those days where it's not easy. It's sometimes it's not supposed to be easy, but alignment with what you need to do and want to do and what feels right is better. It's different, sorry, not better, but it's different than doing something just to do it, right? I think another example of that is even like workouts, right? And I'll tell you another example. I have some of you ladies that's here as well who are like, oh my God, I want to do Pilates. And I'm like, okay, do Pilates, that's fine, but you have to find something that, like, do you want to do Pilates or do you want to get results? Because Pilates is not going to help you build muscle. Pilates is not going to help you, like strength train. It's not the same thing. So if you're okay with doing Pilates because you just want to, then that's fine. Just know that the outcome, it might be a little bit different. And I have some of you ladies here as well who do a little bit of both, right? Who do yoga, but you still do the strength training. And guess what? That feels so much better in your soul because you have to find ways. And this journey, you guys are going to find this over time as well. In this journey, you're going to find ways, and you're going to have to find different techniques and get resourceful and get like creative on like what can work for you, right? What, maybe again, it doesn't have to be like this huge break, but like, you know what, I'm just gonna sign up for yoga classes twice a week just to like switch it up, and I'm gonna do my strength training 3 times per week, right? That can give you a little bit of a break. And I did that for a while. I didn't do yoga, but I did like mobility. I did mobility. Like I was literally focusing on mobility for like an hour, right? Like literally, instead of like me working out 5, 6 times per week, I would do mobility once or twice, and so on. So again, it's important for you to identify these things over time, especially if you're somebody who has a big goal ahead of you, right? Because the last thing you want to do is start really, really strong, five times per week, chicken and broccoli, blah blah blah. Awesome, you're losing the weight, amazing. And hey, if you can continue that, even better, because you're going to get to your goal a lot faster. But I'd rather you take a year to lose 20 to 30 pounds and keep it off for the next 10, 20 years, if not, if God, even better, for the rest of your life, then go really, really hard and do it for 6 months. And then next year, you gain 35. You know what I
Yes.
mean? So Jenny, want to share a little bit more about yours?
Sure. So for me, same thing as Emily, my first cut, completely different than this one. First of all, because this time around, I told Diana I want to be pushed. I wanted to push myself more mentally because I struggle a lot mentally, guys, especially when it comes down with nutrition or when life is getting hard. And trust me, life is testing me right now. Uh, so the first time around, for me, honestly, I felt like it was so much more easier just because my daughter was in school. I was just a stay-at-home mom. I didn't have responsibility, like I love coaching you guys. I love my job. I didn't have a job. I was like, my mind was like fully focused on what I had to do, which my
Yes,
only
love
thing in
that.
my brain was like meal prep, go to the gym, get in my strip, drink my water, and whatever free time I had for my kids. Like that was my routine. I had no responsibility, no stress of anything else around me. This time around is completely different. I am, obviously I work here now. There's more responsibility. I love my job. I love what I do. I love helping you ladies, but it is more responsibility. It is a little bit more stressful. It's more things to do throughout your day as well. You have to like really plan out, schedule out your week, which for me back then, scheduling out with my week, honestly, I didn't have to do it because I had so much flexibility. This
Right.
time around, I have to because I have to take every Sunday and schedule out what I'm going to do throughout the week because that's what is going to align with what I need to do now because I have so much to do in my to-do list. My daughter's older as well. She needs more attention. She's also in special ed classes because she's a bit speech delay, comprehension delay. I have to take time to read to her, show her how to write her names, like things that are supposedly her grade level already. I have to teach her extra at home because she's still not there where she needs to be, plus doing what I need to do. And also, guys, my energy levels are
The
low.
trash.
They're
Trash.
trash, they're low. I'm drinking 2 cups of coffee. I'm always carrying around an energy drink with me because we're going harder. Like what I'm
Yeah.
doing right now is not what none of you are
No.
going to be doing. Like you guys are not going to be eating as low as I
No.
am right now. And it's harder because I suffer a lot from mental health, guys. I'm a mom, but I also suffer a lot from mental health. I have PTSD. I go through my episodes. I know I have a lot of you guys here that, you guys suffer from depression, anxiety, trauma, like all of those. And I know those things are so hard because they make you want to self sabotage, especially when you're going through hard times in life. And for me, I had to find ways that will help me get me out of that funk. I had to learn how to like just send a message to, Diana, Emily, and Rose and just put in the group chat like what's going on with my life. Because that is something that I was never used to doing. And now I
Hmm.
had to do it because honestly, if I don't, I'll go into a deep tunnel and disappear.
Yep.
And I don't think we don't want that. And that is something that I had to learn to do because that aligns with my goal. That's going to help me push me
Yes.
to that next level, get me out of there, out of that funk. I had to, go back to my therapist as well. That is something that I had to do because it aligns with my goals. It's going to help me to keep pushing,
Yes.
keep doing what I need to do. Like, it's not always going to be only about scheduling out your weeks or, checking off boxes every single day. Sometimes it's going to be what do you have to do for yourself mentally for it to align with your goals? That's going to help you push it to that next level. It
Yeah.
might be like, hey, damn, I need to seek help. I didn't know how effed up I was until now that I really need to push myself. Okay, go ahead and do that. And maybe it's going to be like asking for help. You're a person that you're not used to asking for help. I'm not used to it. I
Right.
hate asking for help. I'm like,
Same.
bitch, don't help me. I got this on my own. But in
Right.
reality, I need help. And those are things that I had to like get out of my comfort zone and do because it's what's going to help me push me to that next level. It's going to align to what I need for what I need to do from now on, and get me to where I want to be. Because, guys, I don't know when. I think probably in 2 months, 3 months, my ass is going to Honduras,
Okay.
with my husband because he's finally getting his residency. And honestly, I want to be able to get to my goal, which is 120. For the first time ever, I have a scale goal. I never had a scale goal before. I want to get like really lean down, shredded. I want to see how far I could push my body, and I want to be able to do it before I leave to that trip. So then I could go out
Yes.
there and have fun and enjoy.
Exactly. Guys, and by the way, Jenny took a full year of bulking and she
Yes.
has like 5 years of experience under her belt. So please don't get ideas and be like, I want to push my, like, we will push you, but to your level. All right. I
Yes.
wouldn't be pushing Jenny if I didn't think she was ready for it. Okay. So just little disclaimer. But guys, overall, as you guys can see, it's a little bit different for everybody, right? We have to learn how to align our lifestyle to our current goals and adjust things along the way, and also understand that maintaining is also progress. So if you're like, oh my God, I have a busy schedule, my life just got harder, or I have to do X, Y, and Z, and I can only work out 3 times per week, so fucking be it. So work out 3 times per week for 2 months if you have to, but maintain your progress. Don't say, oh, I'm just all out the window. Maintain it. And then guess what? When you are ready, when things slow down, because nothing lasts forever, whatever it is, it's going to pass by, right? Once that is done, you get back into momentum. It's like you sprint, right? It's like maintain, you maintain it, maintain it, maintain it, and boom, I'm ready, coach. I'm amped up. Let's do it again. Boom, we're gonna push you. Then you lose your next 5 pounds, and then you lose your next 5 pounds, or whatever your goal is, right? So don't ever think for a second that because you're not only moving step forward, maybe something happened. Again, kids are going back to school, you're getting your routine back, maybe you got a new job, maybe you're going through some personal things and you slow down a little bit. It doesn't mean that you are failing. It doesn't mean that. It's just you're changing, you're adjusting your current situation to this lifestyle too, because I'm all about prioritizing your physical health, your goals, your all of that stuff. But in reality, there's times where other things come first. And it
Yes.
doesn't mean put yourself at the bottom of the to-do list and forget about yourself and self-sabotage and self-abandon again. No, but guess what? If your kid is sick, go take care of your kids. You
Yes.
know what I mean? If they need to get an appointment or whatever and you can no longer go to the gym, work out at home. It's just about aligning what you need to do to get through this little bit of a hump. Other than that, you're always gonna find yourself. It's like, if I'm not doing 5 times per week, I'm not getting results, or this doesn't work, or I always, you go into this like victim mentality, and like you end up losing focus of like what you've already accomplished, and like what can I do to at least maintain it? And when things slow down a little bit, or I'm able to like get the hang of things, how can I go back into it with like full momentum again? Right? So also that's part of it. All right, so I know that that was a little bit of like a few topics in one, but I think that everybody here can agree that one thing or another like resonated with you, and it's like, oh my God, I feel seen. And you know why you feel seen, you know why you kind of resonate, because we've all literally been through it, and we're still going through it, and we're gonna keep
Exactly.
going through it for the rest of our lives, because this is a journey. All right, so if you feel like, oh my God, um let's say April, I'm gonna use you as an example, and nothing like you're doing freaking amazing. April has been literally checking literally all of the boxes since she started in one of our challenges, and she's like checking, like this girl don't miss, right? Let's say April, you're like, oh my God, I start school, and again, I'm just making shit up. I start school, and so I see April slowing down a little bit. That's April now prioritizing her schoolwork. She wants to graduate. She has this other goal besides losing weight, and that's okay. And that's okay, because this lifestyle and this fitness is just to enhance every other area of your life. Just don't get used to the idea, or don't go back to the old habit of neglecting yourself, right? Because it's not just fitness goals, it's you're neglecting yourself when you stop working out, when you stop eating right, when you stop fueling your body correctly, when you stop taking care of your mental health, when you just settle for life. That's neglecting and self-abandonment, and that is the pattern that we're trying to break here. All right, guys, does that make sense? Was that valuable? I know we still. Ooh, I always get so excited because I be saying some fire shit as that comes up. Guys, let me know in the comments. Does that make sense, and was that valuable? Can you relate to all of this? And if you're watching this on the replay, hashtag replay, and let us know your biggest takeaway. If you're watching this on the live, we want to hear your biggest takeaway as well. And if you are probably going through this maybe adjustment of what needs to get done in your life in order to still continue, maintain, and continue, and or whatever it is, let us know. Or maybe you are at this point where you're like a little bit too settled and you're ready to be pushed a little bit more, because that's a thing too, right? Like
Yes.
that's where Jenny was at, that's where I was at. Emily too. Emily, she's going through her cut as well here too. But there was a time and place for everything, right? Like you guys, we all have to remember that. Omara said yes with all of that. I love it. I love it. All right, guys. So let us know your biggest takeaway in the community. We want to hear all about it and we want to chat with you guys. And guys, this is the last Monday of the month. And next month, we are in a new month, basically. All right. And we're getting a step closer to ending the year. So I need you guys focused. I need you guys to go all in. I need you guys to not lose track of what's coming because I'm here preparing you guys and planting the seed. The holidays are coming. All right. So don't get scared. If you in the past had trouble staying consistent during the holidays, we're going to teach you here exactly what to do, how you're going to stay consistent or at least maintain, which is exactly what we just talked about. And that's going to be an adjustment for everybody. All right. Everybody, including us, because we're busy too. We have shit to do over the holidays. All right. So, stay consistent, stay focused. And if you guys have anything that you want to add, let us know. And remember that our chats are always open. If you are struggling, please do not struggle in silence. Reach out. If we need to adjust something for you, we will try our freaking best. Like, we got you. Like, you're not in this alone. Like, we literally got you. All right? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it the fuck out. All right,
Yes, we will.
Emily, anything else you guys want to say before we jump off? I'm so sorry, guys. I stole like 10 minutes of your life with my probably my whole bad internet.
No, I think we got it all. Just, as Diana said, don't struggle in silence. Trust me, the same struggles that you may be going through right now, we have gone through it, or we're going through it at the same time with you. Trust me, I'm going through a lot of the same things that you guys are going through right now. So don't be afraid to reach out.
Exactly. Exactly. We got you guys. We appreciate you. We are happy that you're here. And if you are continuing after the challenge, girl, you are in for a treat. You just joined the best fucking thing you ever joined. All right. I told one of my clients, I'm not going to say who, but I told her, I was like, this is going to be the last program you ever do. And that's exactly what I want. This is the mindset that I want all of you guys to have. This is the last program that you ever do because we're going to teach you guys here everything that you need in order to be able to do this for the rest of your life. Okay. So no more Herbalife, no more keto, no more shots, no more, I don't know what else, patches, right? Whatever. No more. I don't even know. Is that a thing? But, all right.
I know there's a little powder you put on food that says
And
that.
I did that one. I did that one. Oh
You
my God. I did
did.
that one. Yeah, that was in my early stages. I think I was like probably 20. Ew, yeah, I did that one. And you know what I was sprinkling it on? On like freaking Dunkin' Donuts breakfast sandwich with my coffee colada on the side, bitch. Like really a little
I'm
sprinkle.
dead.
Like, is that really gonna help you? But I didn't know any better. And
We
that's
all go
why I'm
through
doing this
it.
now. We all go through it. So no shame on anybody. If you use that, girl, we got you. All right, guys, have an amazing, amazing day. See you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.